back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Serpent's Open Winter 2021 tournament. Huge apologies once again for the massive delays we've been having today. It's really been one team in particular, and I think you guys can guess which because of the score at the top. So unfortunately, we did have to give another first match win to Cucumber over Rainboom. So we're starting in game 2. It is Fields of Isis. And I'm joined by Spiff once again. Spiff, please introduce our first final team.
All right, well, we'll start here in the top right, spawning in as the red Aeon commander and dropping down a couple of air factories here. We have Carboom representing Team Rainboom. And Carboom's teammate spawning in as the teal Aeon commander. We have Rainbows and Unicorns also going for one quick air factory and then sending her ACU forward to start building some mass extractors and stuff. And Nite, what's going on the other side of the map there?
On the other side of the map, we have Team Cucumber, who is already scouting all the things. It is our white Aeon commander with the name of Foxtremel, who has spawned in and plopped down two air factories and going into some mass extractors, as one can expect, and his teammate, the yellow Zadaika, who has plopped down as the yellow UEF commander and is building a double air factory as well.
All air, all the time.
Absolutely, and we haven't seen this map, I don't think, today, right?
Or no, not yet. This is the first time.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising because Fields of Isis is that standard map, huh? What do you think about this map?
I enjoy it. It's fun. It does get a little bit stale when you play it over and over again because it is one of those maps that that is kind of considered to be, just a standard map for 2v2. And you will see it, some people just play it exclusively.
Very interesting engagement for Carboom there over AAA. I'm surprised he had that, but it turned out to be actually a pretty good engagement, I want to say. Wow, they're gonna win air here. Holy crap. It's way too early to say, Spiff, but are they gonna pull another 2-1 comeback?
Quite possibly.
Yo, I mean, we don't care about the first map. We're just gonna go, half-assed and win in game 3.
But losing air at this point in the game before 5 minutes is not as devastating as it can be later on, because this can still be come back from a lot easier than losing your entire air force 15 minutes into the game.
Yeah, and somehow they're still bombing. Like, what is Carboom doing right now? They have the air advantage here. Both of them should be really going for it. It looks like Foxtremel is gonna, yes, brilliant. He's gonna pull in the air. What is Carboom doing? They said they were in voice chat. They should be talking to each other. Oh no, it looks like Rainbows is gonna lose her air here, which is completely unnecessary here.
Carboom finally moving in, or not.
And Rainbows is not even microing her air.
And
still wins.
I think she told them to stop and not hold position, but just stop over her factories so that the AA would help out.
Spiff, maybe I'm just not remembering correctly because Foxtremel is such a great player and I remember his losses more than his wins. But I honestly can't remember seeing Fox win an air fight. Like an actual, a 1v1 where he actually opens up with a double air factory and plays air. I don't remember him winning air. That is so surprising. All the time he goes for a rush air, and he even sends it up and does. He's a great air mover, but every time I watch it, I swear to God, he loses that first air engagement.
I don't know, man.
Very, very surprising. Both of these players now have triple air factories. Meanwhile, our left team is transitioning into a little bit of land. It looks like Zadaika did grab a secondary or triple air factory there, which I think is definitely needed here. And let's see, they should have this on radar, so once that first land unit pops out, Rainbow should have that on her radar, so they should be well aware of this transition. So what would you do if you saw you have triple air factory as double air for both players, and you see an air transition and you have one air? Would you transition into air or land, or would you bomb the land once it comes out and just stick with air?
It's it's hard to say. I think it really depends on what you think they're going to be going for and what faction they are and what tech choices they have, from the position that they're at. Considering it's Fox, I don't know if they have this intel, but considering that it's Fox who's going ground, and he's the Aeon player, I think I probably would want to invest in a ground factory or two just to make some defensive units. Maybe a couple of bada booms to make sure air continues to be locked down, and just for the shields as well. Maybe to place a couple of point defenses, just to hold that back.
Yeah, you might be right, especially because Harvogs are making their way out on the field. And look at this. What? That's a nice surprise here from Foxtermelon, plopping down a land gantry here. And I don't think, well, obviously they haven't scouted this yet, but Rainbows or Carboom just scouted this area, so I don't see them scouting this again. And this is a little bit of a surprise, I want to say. I don't think you would expect an Aeon to go experimentals with Harvogs and Teleport being available.
We do see this gantry coming down, though, and wonder what we're going to see coming out of that.
Now you're not paying attention to me, Spiff. That's what I was just talking about.
I'm sorry, you're right. I'm not. No, I saw that our clanmate Shade has acquired Valheim.
That got you excited?
It did a little bit, yeah. Got that little pop-up. Shade is playing Valheim. I was like, Shade, you have Valheim.
She asked me like a week ago about it. She asked me if I played Valheim, and I told her Spiff was like super into it and to hit you up. I'm surprised she didn't. Maybe she just doesn't like you.
I guess not.
We should play that, all three of us, though. That'd be fun.
Hell yeah. I mean, if now that I know more than one person that has it and might play with me, I might actually get that dedicated server going.
Yeah. That's Valheim. Who plays Valheim anyway?
About 6 million people.
Who plays Valheim over RTS masterpieces like StarCraft and Supreme Commander 2?
I don't play it over those things. I play it in addition to those.
When was the last time you played StarCraft that wasn't with me?
Oh, long time.
Or Supreme Commander that wasn't with me. Look at that TML again. Oh my goodness, nasty. Nasty, nasty things.
See, and this is a situation, I think, where the late TML is maybe a little more appropriate, because you're kind of at a stalemate here. Neither side can really push the other.
Yeah,
like, I mean, yes, Rainboom has one air, but they still don't really have enough that they can just roll over the enemy's position.
Well, there's a couple of things I think that really make this a better choice. First of all, it's a choke pointy map where she's setting up. She can lock down that choke point up front. Second of all, she's not being pressed by her opponent on land. There's actually no land opening. Against air, the TML is actually much, much better. And third of all, they've won air decisively here. Whereas in the last game, they haven't really won air or land at that point. So this is much better choice. But also on this map, people I think expect at least some form of missile launchers. And so look at that! Holy crap! Carboom just manages to spam out a ridiculous number of air. I've been playing around with air builds, and I've been struggling with Aeon progression. I think I need to look at Carboom's builds because they look pretty good for air. I think he's gonna win it pretty decisively here.
Especially with Shade coming in for some backup.
Is Rainbows. Get your head out of Valheim.
We've been doing this for too long today. Oh my god.
I know. Okay, that last series honestly drained me. I don't know about you, but that last
definitely.
match was insane.
Yeah.
I will never like harp on people for not giving it a try, even when you're down. But when you're in that position, I think at least Jaywick should have realized this should have been a control K like 20 minutes before it and actually ended.
This is a pull-in smash, by the way. This is a pull-in smash.
Yeah, I like that actually. I think an Urchma or especially a what is it called, a Wilfanja, wouldn't have done much here. But a point smash is actually wonderful against regular units here. That's brilliant.
Yeah, 3 or 4 pull-in smashes can actually make pretty short work of an Air Force.
The problem is are they gonna is Rainboom gonna realize this in time? Because it is easy to snipe the factory, and even the point smash kind of easy to snipe. I'm going to remind you guys to please consider donating to the prize pool. We had just a couple of people donate $1 each, and we already, I think, are at like $4 or $5, which I'm going to match. So it's technically almost $10, which is something, which is like a decent game on a sale on Steam. So please consider donating. I'm matching all the donations I've said before, and yeah, help support the tournaments in the future.
And, yeah, $10 is half of Valheim right there.
There you go. Yeah, if you're into that kind of creepy shit. Just kidding. But yeah, for sure. That pole smash, by the way, makes its way out, starting to suck in a lot of tanks. And curiously enough, Foxtremel actually stopped production of regular units, so no more Harvogs. There's maybe some MMLs coming out, but that's about it. And I'm guessing that Carboom is going to try and snipe this gantry at the very least. Spiff, did you notice if they scouted this gantry before this actually came out?
I'm fairly certain that they did, yes. I don't know if they saw what was building, but they at least saw the gantry.
And Carboom is going straight for Zadaika's base here. I wonder if he wants to snipe him? Or maybe he's just trying to destroy this production.
I think they know the ACUs are in the center.
Yeah, that's true. So I think he's just trying to take out the air production, and now he's gonna go. Well, that's a perfect opportunity for him to snipe this. It's even unfolded. That's gonna go down in record time here. Oh, I thought there was enough to snipe. Interesting. Interesting.
Not quite.
Second pass is gonna do it quite easily though, and this is not a devastating loss or devastating impact on the air, I would say. So that's going to go down, and then I think they really just should snipe that that gantry at this point. Nope, they're going to go for economy instead, and Zadaika's economy is not really what you need to be worried about right now, I think. Unless they're thinking long-term, like artillery or something.
Well, I mean, right now Zadaika is just pumping out a lot of AA. A lot of those, what are they? Arcanists.
Arcanists, yeah.
Arcanists. Foxtremel calls it, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this was pretty difficult, I think, to pull back from. There's nothing that they could do. And 1-1, Spiff. We're going to Game 3 once again. Let's see if Rainboom can pull another crazy comeback. We'll be right back, everybody.
Welcome back, everyone, to Game 3 of our Winners Bracket Final. I am joining Nite of Misfortune here to bring you this final game of the series on Iskelian Coast. And Nite, why don't you go ahead and introduce our first team of players?
I will do just that, but first I'm going to address a cone who finds the littlest thing in my overlay that's wrong, but thank you for pointing it out. I did correct Zadaika's faction. His Aeon strats were definitely impressive. Anyway, introducing our first player in the top right-hand corner of Iskelian Coast, it is our red Aeon commander with the name of AA Carboom 89. Not impressive as 69, but he's opening up with a double air factory, so who knows. And we got his teammate, AA Rainbows and Unicorns, with a double land factory this time, so keeping it simple. Everything's on the line, Spiff. Who are their opponents? Who are in front of them in the grand final?
All right, well, just across the bridge, we have spawning in as the white Aeon commander, AA Foxtremel, who has gone for his, I'd say at this point, his signature build on this map for 2v2, which is 1 research and then 2 factories. And in the air spot, spawning in as the yellow UEF commander, we have Zadaika. who has gone for, predictably, a couple of air factories. And he has already scouted. Now, you know what? I was thinking about something that you just said, Nite. You pointed out Carboom 89. Not as good as 69, but just think about it. 89 is 69 plus 20, so you get nice and score.
Okay, I don't get the 20 reference.
Because a score is 20. A dozen is 12. A score is 20.
Okay.
Come on.
I guess I'm brain dead. I get the 69 part.
Okay. You remember the Gettysburg Address? 4 score and 7 years ago, right?
Okay.
4 score, 4 times 20, 100. Got it?
Sure.
So a score is just another word for 20. That's all.
I feel like that's a stretch.
But it's also a term for getting lucky. Oh, did you score last night? Nice, right? Nice, 69. Nice.
Okay.
Score. Nice.
Right.
Come on. Are you with me?
I got it. All right. Okay. All right. I do want to thank somebody in the chat who just subscribed to my channel. Thank you guys so much. Steve the Possum. And for the follow as well. Thank you.
Welcome to the club, Steve.
Welcome to the Knight's Table.
The round table, maybe.
Yeah, the Knights of the Round Table.
Or
that's actually what my community is called, Knights of the Round Table.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, do you actually have a round table?
Yeah.
Nice.
Actually, I need a Discord channel in my server to be round table.
Ooh, yeah, that'd be good.
That should be my general chat. What am I doing with my life?
I don't know. What are you doing with your Discord?
I don't know. Anyway, what's going on in the game, Spiff?
That's a good question. So Rainbows is pushing up in the center with a good mix of tanks, shotguns, and an engineer to support with the ACU. Meanwhile, Fox has just been hanging back, kind of playing defensively. Only tanks so far. So no real indication as to what that extra research has been put into. Pretty even on the production. Not much going on the air front. Zadaika is predictably a little bit ahead in the air count, it looks like. But Rainbows is in a good position to maybe throw down a supporting AA turret and maybe take up some space here. That lone mobile missile launcher of Fox is out on the water. They're not really getting much done at the moment.
Something I have noticed, and I guess it hasn't quite registered in my mind before, but Fox actually really likes to play defensive on this map. And I think the reason is he really likes teleport on this map. I mean, he likes teleport on any map, but I think on this map especially, it's pretty good.
Why fight over the choke point when you can just teleport past it later in the game?
Right. I think that's actually very, very smart. And I've seen him succeed a lot, but I feel like it's more of a 50-50 strategy for him, so I don't know.
Yeah, it does leave him more open to flanks because he just lets his opponent right across the bridge.
Right, and then you lose the mass extractor up front. If Rainbows was a little more, I don't know what the word is, but a little more aggressive, I guess she could have sent one mobile missile launcher on the bottom there, which would actually be very, very powerful because the Daika doesn't have... Well, now he has bombers, but normally it's obviously wasps only. And she could have sniped that mass extractor there, or maybe even that as a air factory that the Daika has built there. So,
for a second there, I was like, "Where the hell are these bombers you were talking about?" I had to look really closely at that blob until they started flying around a little bit.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. I don't know about... I feel like this is a little of an early transition into bombers.
It feels like it, yeah, because there hasn't really been a big air engagement yet, and you've been commenting on how effective Carboom's spam is. He's already going up to a 4th factory, while Zadaika is still on... Well, no, Zadaika has 4 now. That's my mistake.
Yeah, and I feel like if there's anything that they should be afraid of is bombing on the ground, which is what air is. And I don't know, I feel like Foxterman is just such a solid player that he doesn't need to worry too much about bombing himself. But I don't know. Maybe that's just... Maybe that's just a stretch.
Rainbow's MMLs are making their way forward to help the factory TML tear down those shields. Slowly picking away at him. A couple of bombers coming in to try and push him back. Maybe a little bit of an overreaction there from Rainbow's, pulling back just for those 2 bombers.
Yeah, I mean, Shajas are pretty vulnerable to that, but overall, yeah, I mean, you don't have to be too worried about it.
I think Rainbow's could have gotten away with moving a smaller group of units and just getting out of the way of the bombers.
Absolutely. And maybe even Harvog's in this situation would be pretty nice, but she's in another tech tree. And okay, so she's getting her first research station here now. Yeah, I mean, this is a pretty even fight. She just needs to utilize those Shajas before Fox gets teleport.
I mean, he can't be that far away from it if he's going the cheaper route, right? We're already 9 minutes into the game. He started off with a research station. If he doesn't have it already, he's got to be close. Starting to invest in some more energy now, so yeah, definitely getting close.
Yeah, I mean, I think you can get it out just before 10 minutes if you go straight for it without shields. But he did go shields, so I don't know.
Once again, Carboom doing just such an effective job of spamming out planes.
What the hell is this build, man? Look at that. Zadaika just built his 5th air factory, and Carboom has been on 5 for a while now. That is insane. That's just so you guys know. For those of you who don't know, you should if you're playing Supreme Commander at a high level. The air for UEF costs less, so the expansion should be more theoretically. Engagement in the center here. It looks like it's fairly even right now.
Yeah, it's really... I mean, even if Carboom manages to pull this off, it's going to be a Pyrrhic victory.
Yeah, it looked like Zadaika was up for just a moment there, but Carboom just overpowers, I think, this air.
Those bada booms. It's the bada booms, man.
Oh yeah, true. I completely forgot about that. My brain is churning into mush ever so slowly. Bad engagement for Rainbows though on the ground as her Shajas get caught out of position by Ali's tanks, and I think they are going to get demolished here. And unfortunately, there's not enough air to handle with that.
Yeah, and Carboom just not really helping out, not bombing it, even though those units were really nicely clumped up. I think he probably had a little more opportunity to do that, but there was a bit of a panic moment there, and he pulled back.
What are you talking about, Alpha X? I named him by name. And it's hard to look at so many overlays at the same time and cast the game in an effective manner. Oh, nice bombing run there. What?
Not quite enough to save Rainbow's ACU, though.
Yeah, a little unfortunate there. I felt like they really were in a good position. If those Shajas were behind the factories, yeah, bad Shaja micro. Even Rainbows agrees with me. Unfortunate, unfortunate. So I don't think Rainboom is going to manage to pull out a miraculous win here in Game 3. But, you know, I feel like they are quite happy with this result. And they're not out yet anyway. They're just going to go to the match for 3rd place, so they're guaranteed top 4. And Carboom does call GG. Very good game, very interesting game. Just bad micro on Rainbows' part. There's no reason why those Shajas, why that army needed to be so far up. I think even if Bada Booms were the real reason why they were up there, the fight was happening a little farther back. So I'm really not sure. But nevertheless, I enjoyed this series much, much more than the last one. And I think the technical game was much better. Just one little mistake, as I said, at the top is enough. We're going to go to our match for 3rd place here in just a moment. I think we have everything set up for that. I'm just going to update the brackets, and we're going to jump into that as soon as we can because we're already behind. Once again, apologies for that, but we're going to try and catch up and make up some time here on the back foot. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. If you're still watching, give a thumbs up to this video. If you liked the video, leave a comment. If you loved the video, please subscribe. And if you are blown away by it, check out my Patreon page. This has been Nite. Take care and peace out.